What if Billy Batson wasn't chosen by the power of Shazam? Who would it go to then? Stick around to find out. What's up, Comic Universe? DPZ and C-Dubbs here. You with Mikey. You can't see him, so you're probably calling me a liar. You. So yes, in honor of Shazam, we are going to be talking about the what if the Wizard Shazam chose someone else to be his champion. And we each picked 5 characters that we could see as worthy enough to be chosen by the Wizard. So, Dubbs, you want to go first on this one?
Yeah, I'll jump right into it. So again, like he says, just iterate. Now, this is not necessarily people we've picked from the DC universe. This is throughout all of pop and nerd culture characters that we think that fit what it takes to be worthy to be Shazam, if you will. So, my first pick actually has already happened and has proven to already be worthy. I see it more before he gains the power of He-Man as Prince Adam. Long before he ever dons the sword, I think the Wizard would have seen what was inside the heart of Prince Adam and realized that he would make a great champion. Okay, and would have given the power of Shazam to Prince Adam. And again, we've already seen it. It is true. He is worthy, so I'm right on that one.
Yeah.
But it would be really interesting to see how the course of events would have changed. Would the sword still ever have gone to him? Would he still then, on top of that, get the power of He-Man? And how much more powerful would he have been then? And what the hell is Skeletor going to do? And, you know, how intimidating. It's really intimidating to see He-Man come riding in on a battle cat. But it's a whole nother thing when you say Shazam and this freaking giant lightning bolt strikes this dude, and all of a sudden there's a god standing in front of you. That's a whole nother thing. You're like,
I've shit my pants!
Yeah, exactly. So, my first pick on who I think would be worthy to wield the power of Shazam, Prince Adam.
Alright. So, my next pick is, my first pick. First pick is Tommy Oliver.
It's up! That's all he ever does, sorry.
Yeah. So, imagine if Tommy never got the power of the Power Rangers, or even became the Green Ranger. Imagine if the Wizard grabbed Tommy just before Rita did. It'd just be like, nah, bitch, mine.
Right.
That'd be just a great moment. It's like lightning comes down, takes him to the Rock of Eternity, and Rita's just like, what the hell?
Never. What happened? He was just here.
Oh man, but I think he, like, even in his younger years, you could see that he had all the makings to be a great leader, great leader and a worthy person to wield that power. Also, imagine Shazam doing those martial arts.
Shazam, we get what?
Angel Grove's finest and a new challenger.
Oh, I'm telling you, dude, I would die if that could be something somehow I see someday in my life. It would be absolutely hysterical.
Yeah, the costume would be green. The lightning bolt would have a dragon in it.
Oh, dude.
Someone's already tried to make fan art of it right now.
If not, that needs to be a thing. So, Universe, let's try to do that. Let's make that happen, because that would be wicked awesome. So, again, Tommy Oliver, like you said, man, just the discipline alone that the guy has would have made him a worthy pick from the Wizard, if you will. And, he's a great leader, all of the above. So, there's no doubt that as great of a ranger as he was, he would be that much better, I think, as a avatar for Shazam.
Yeah.
So my next pick is in the realm of DC, and a character that I think could have been picked as Shazam long before Billy, and that would have been Bruce Wayne. And I'm not talking about Batman. I'm not talking about Bruce Wayne as an adult. Long before he ever got that way, just his conviction to justice and his conviction to the perfection of his mind and body and spirit to be able to do what needed to be done to bring killers, his parents' killers, and just bad doers in general to justice would have been enough for the Wizard to go, that's my dog is having a seizure. No, he's not really. He's just having a sneezing attack. So, I definitely would see him going, "You young man, you are exactly everything I'm looking for. Here's the power." Now, would he have taken it or not? That's a whole nother topic.
And how would that
of
affect
debate.
him with his war on crime?
Right. And could you imagine, same thing, this Batman with the power of Shazam, and the Dark Knight jumps down. It's this little boy. Joker's like, "What the hell is this?" And then Shazam. We were down the same thing. Okay. Penguin. Penguin would shoot himself. Let's just be honest here. For real. And it just would be really cool to kind of see maybe an Elseworld story of that event actually happening.
He's been Superman, he's been Green Lantern, and other Elseworld story. You'd think this would have been a thing sooner, right?
Right, exactly. I mean, everything that would be needed in a child or anyone to be, an avatar for Shazam, he has. So, and like I said before, like you just said now, it's been a Green Lantern. You could see him with a yellow ring. You could see him with a red ring. I mean, the dude fits so many different motifs, and my dog's going under the couch. So, yeah, just would be absolutely awesome to see.
My number 2 is Marco from Star vs. the Force of Evil. The safe kid, but he has proven time and time again throughout the show that he is a true defender of the realm, defender of Earth. The dude has gone up against monsters all by himself with just his bare hands. And he's always tried to uphold everything of duty and honor and everything else. He's even knighted.
He said duty. Sorry.
You went there.
I tend to do that from time to time, sorry.
So, he's even knighted in the realm of Muni, so I think the wizard would look at him and go, you can be worthy of that power. And I think he'd be very much like Billy, only he'd be a little more, responsible with the power at first. He'd be, from the get-go, he's like, this is what I gotta do, this is what I have, and this is my responsibility. Because now I'm a god, essentially.
Right.
I think he would realize, and yeah, him defending both Earth and Star's realm would be awesome to see. Of just him grabbing a monster that's 3 times his size, and he's just like, hey, you want to know what that mountain looks like? Let me show you.
Yeah, definitely. From the episodes that I have seen, you're totally right. I mean, he is, again, maybe sometimes overly cautious and overly worried, but other than that, he's very responsible, on point, there for his friends. Definitely fits the motif to be worthy, for sure.
Yeah.
So my next pick, we're going into the realm of Marvel, if you will, now. And my pick is Steve Rogers, but not the Steve Rogers in terms of Captain America, long before he ever, got the serum, if you will, the super soldier serum. I could have seen him being worthy enough. And even if you've never picked up a comic or know anything about his past, even the movie portrayed Steve Rogers as a hero well before he ever got the super soldier serum. He wanted to be there for his country. He wanted to do good for his country. He was willing to get into a fight to protect friends or family. And he was a scrawny nothing. He would have gotten his butt kicked time and time again. The dude could barely hold a rifle up, but he was willing to do what it takes to get the job done. And I think those qualities that Steve Rogers portrays, because Steve Rogers is respected not because of his abilities. He's respected because of the man that he is, and that's why he would have made a great avatar for Shazam.
Yeah. I can imagine a red, white, and blue costume instead of the lightning bolt. It's a star.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe a star and then a lightning bolt going maybe through the star. Yeah. Definitely.
It'd be like Captain Shazam.
Let's make that one happen too, guys. We need to make that one happen. Some fan art of Captain Shazam. Totally wicked. And could you imagine Red Skull, holding the box, if you will, the
cube.
The cube. And Shazam or the new Shazam pops in, and Steve Rogers, he was just they would literally be pretty much on equal territory in terms of ability and power. It'd be so dope.
Yeah. The mightiest American. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's not the mightiest world. It's the world's mightiest
American.
Yeah.
Oh, let's make that happen, universe.
Oh, another a fan art could be him holding a German tank, just smashing it like in Action Comics.
That would be really cool.
I'm doing all the work for you, artists.
Right, exactly. Minus the whole drawing part.
Yeah. I'm giving you the ideas.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so moving on. Your number 3.
Oh, yeah. My number 3 is Steven Universe from Steven Universe. Here's a kid who has been through a lot recently. The dude had found out his mom not only started the war, but was also one of the people who brought the invasion here. She was basically her own worst enemy. It's a whole thing. But he's basically stopped an intergalactic war. He's made friends with, he's made peace with people who were technically his aunts and his grandmother, who were these intergalactic tyrants, brought peace to a whole galaxy, essentially, and did it with a minimal amount of fighting. He did it with talking. So I think the wizard would be like, this kid's got it. This kid knows how to, knows the real meaning is that he understands power and the responsibility of it, but he understands that the true hero is with his heart, and Steven's power comes from love and, caring about others. So him with the power of Shazam mixed with his mother's gem would be just amazing to see. Like, I can imagine, again, like a little star as the emblem and the shield, but now it has a lightning bolt when he's Shazam.
Or maybe the gem turns into a lightning bolt.
Oh, that'd be actually really good, too. The costume would be pink, though.
Pink and yellow.
Yeah, very pink and yellow. And he'd be like, I'm Steven, I'm Shazam. That's who I am. Don't mind the flip-flops.
Oh my god, there's another one, Universe. Come on, we gotta make this happen. This is just writing itself, guys. Let's do it.
Shazam Universe, there you go.
That's it. So, I myself, I'm not versed in that fandom, sadly. It is definitely on my radar. It is definitely something I will jump into. But yeah, I mean, from what I know of the character, I'm with you. He would make a great pick too. So, all right. So moving on, my number 4, in my opinion, essentially is everything Billy Batson is, and we're talking Ben Tennyson from Ben 10. Essentially, they're the same character when they're a child. They're kind of selfish, gritty, but love their family and would do anything for their family. Wants to be a hero, and in fact, when Ben first becomes a hero, he is very, even arrogant to a certain degree, and same thing with Billy sometimes. It has gone to his head from time to time as well. So they're very, very similar in the style, if you will, of who they are. And just could you imagine him still obtaining the Omnitrix, if you will, and as Shazam, with the Omnitrix and the powers of Shazam mixed with whatever alien he is, game changer, dude. Absolutely.
You didn't even have to watch, he just pats his chest.
Right, OP as hell. OP as hell.
Oh man, that'd be great. Because again, like you said, he does have those values, but you could imagine Ben would be kind of abusing them from time to time.
Oh yeah, at first, yeah, for sure, definitely. And again, as he got older, he did get more and more restrained and got more and got better at his abilities as well. And it would just be really interesting, and I would just love to see the crazy concepts of, again, all the different aliens mixed with Power of Shazam. Yet another one for you guys. The fan fiction, fan art is just heavy with this video.
Yeah. So my number 4 is Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Here's a kid who has been the guardian of the the Disney multiverse, for years. And we do stress years. Yeah, those games take forever. But yeah, this kid has been loyal, he's been kind, he's used his heart in multiple occasions, both figuratively and literally, to save the universe. The wizard, I think, would be very impressed by that, and him with the magic of Shazam mixed with the Keyblade power he has. Oh, that'd just be amazing. Just kind of imagining what his Keyblade would look like, and just have a little Shazam lightning bolt as the keychain. I'm doing the work for you.
Exactly. Or somehow, now the sword itself is like a lightning bolt, the blade part.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
And the emblem would be like a big heart, in the Kingdom Hearts symbol. What are you still doing here in this video? Get to work.
Right, exactly. But no, seriously, Sora has what it takes, for sure. And Heartless beware, because the power of Shazam compels you, essentially.
Yeah.
So my number 5, and one that I would love to see, and I just think would just rock the video game landscape. Never gonna happen, I get it, especially since the company that owns him, okay, doesn't really play well with others in terms of their own characters. And we are talking Link from The Legend of Zelda, if you will. I mean, it's Link. Do I need to say why I think he's worthy? Who doesn't know that Link is worthy? Like, if there's ever been a character that is worthy enough to do anything, it's Link. I mean, the dude is absolute badass. He's not selfish. He does beat up on chickens from time to time, though. That is the one bad thing about him. But
I'm just imagining him.
Courage.
I'm just imagining him as Shazam and just faces like, "Oh, excuse me, Adam."
You went there. You went with the bad version. Oh, God. But no, like, literally, like, could you imagine this little 4-foot guy walking up to you again and just looking at him like, you're nothing. And then he just, like, even though he's known to not to talk, obviously he would have to talk in this regard. He'd be like, Shazam! Whoosh! And all of a sudden we have this 4-foot power being that's a god. Like, it would just be, again, there's another one for you guys. With the Master Sword and the Master Shield and the power of Shazam.
Like little pointed ears.
They could be like lightning bolts. No, the
Triforce symbol. Yeah, the Triforce
He'd
would
have
be
to-
his chest symbol.
Chest symbol, and it could have lightning through it too. There you go. It would just absolutely be wicked, and there's no denying that. I think out of everybody, at least on my list, he's the most deserving for it because he is selfless. He would jump into the heart of danger at the drop of a dime to save the world, the people he loved, even a stranger. This dude is awesome.
Yeah. So, my final pick is from the realm of My Hero Academia. That is Izuku Midoriya, aka Deku. Deku pretty much is Billy Batson. Here's a kid who wants to do the right thing. He lives in a world of superpowers and superheroes. And one day he is given that power by his hero to be the next generation of superheroes with this just great power that's been passed through generations. So he's very much, Billy Batson of his universe. This power of his, called All for One, is just granted to those who are viewed as, those with kind souls. So it's very much like the power of Shazam being passed on. But just kind of that power mixed with the power of Shazam, because I think the wizard would be like, yeah, this kid's got it. This kid is everything that I need. He's loyal to his friends. He cares about justice first and foremost, and using that power responsibly. This is, like I said, it just checks off all the barriers for Shazam. I don't know what else more I can tell you, people. It's just, he's the perfect choice. Like, if I was to pick out of the 5 to be the next Shazam, it'd be Deku. So, there you go.
He sounds like you said, he's already the Billy Batson of his own world, so it makes sense. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, those are our picks, guys, of the characters from pop culture that we think would be worthy enough to be Shazam, or take on the avatar of Shazam, if you will. Again, we've tried to keep ours to a certain type of age bracket, if you will, because obviously if they've already become the heroes, there's not necessarily a reason for them to be Shazam. But again, it doesn't matter. Just let us know who you guys would pick as characters that are worthy enough for the ability to become Shazam. And guys, don't forget to Hulk smash the hell out of that like button, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click that notification bell to be part of our notification squad. Until next time, I'm C-Dubbs.
I'm DPZ.
And we'll see you in the universe. Peace.